we've got a 10-point lead over the likes of AZ, Feyenoord if they win their game in hand, and then Ajax has made quite the comeback to hop up to 4th place, but we are 14 points ahead of them, my friends. Massive games today. We take on Man City. Will they just play not their under 18s or 19s because they just played and we beat them. Our under 18s beat them. But their B team, they're like C team. They've got a C team, right? Like they've got so many players. Maybe we'll get lucky and then we'll take on Top Us. Hello, my friends. Welcome in. This is how we got to having that big of a lead. We smashed Heracles 4-0. Cassoni with a brace. Hans scored. He's kind of been up and down. We've been playing him more of as a shadow striker because between Armel, Barak, and Hans, he's the most balanced from a shadow striker standpoint. Panya picks up a goal. It was 4-0 in the first half, which was like rotation. And so we rotated. Evan Rotier comes in. Jermaine Van Breukelen, who we've just listed and he's talking to 2 different clubs to leave because he just hasn't reached the heights. His potential's dropped. We're selling him for $275 plus 35% of his next sale. Steinman as well, my friends, comes in. Then we go to Fortuna Sittard, the battle of the yellow and the green. We wore our light bluish teal kits and smacked them around. To be honest with you, it was 1-0 going in a half, and I was a little worried. It was like, ooh, it doesn't look so good now. This was not a heavy rotation game. I rotated against Willem II because I wanted to, it's 3 days between Fortuna Sittard and Willem II and then Man City, all 3 days apart. So I was a little disappointed that we had most of our starters in and they were struggling, but we came off in the second half. They had a man get a straight red for a bad tackle, and then it was kind of done and dusted. We spread them out, we went higher tempo, and we started smacking in goals for fun. It was enjoyable, to be honest with you. So we brought in Olivier, Pedro Diaz comes off the bench, and Horst, who then promptly pulled his groin, but then he's recovered. So I was going to play Horst against Willem II. He kind of ruined my plans there a little bit. So against Willem II, we beat them 2-1 thanks to a penalty, but we weren't convincing, to be honest with you. Rotier got the start, I think. Stassen played an inside forward, Van Breukelen on the right. Again, I'm not saying it was our best squad. Like, obviously, we rotated. Carlos Martinez played up top. Barak did start, though. Diaz, Selena on the left back. Kries, who's done exceptionally well. He's got 9 starts and a sub on a 7.1 in league play, my friends. I'm very happy that we sold Uis because it's given those minutes. I love it when a plan comes together. Nielsen comes in and again does poorly. I don't know what's going on with him. Like, maybe he's just maxed out. His current ability's actually dropped. Now, I know that's in comparison, but it's just like, goodness me, like, what happened to Lewis Nielsen? Like, he used to be like our potential stud, and he's kind of just okay right now. So that's obviously pretty disappointing. And Alois played on the right. So we got the job done, but it wasn't the convincing job that you're hoping for. Yeah. So here's how we're lining up against Man City. Again, this has worked, okay? The Christmas tree, I think I've played it once this season, and it was kind of like, wasn't exceptional. We've tried some different things here with a 4-3-3, and a 5-3-2, or a 5-1-2-2, and we're not going attacking. We did that for the last 2 games because we were playing 16th and 17th, but I just feel like let's put our best players, aside from Jean-Philippe. I'm not saying Jean-Philippe is bad, but he's definitely more of just like that holding mid. And so one of the changes I made recently, and I think it's helped us with our, you notice we're scoring like 3-4-3-4-2, 4-4-2 goals, right? Like we're really cranking them in there, is we've put this advanced playmaker on attack. I think at one point in time I had that on attack and then I dropped it to support. But again, I think this helps out with Cassoni taking up this space on the wing, Panya drawing a defender here, and then Carranza can go either direction with dropping deep, allowing the shadow striker to come in. But let's say Carranza goes this way, and it takes a defender, and Barak slides here. Now we have additional support kind of taken. Maybe I should put him on Mazzala, but he knows the advanced playmaker. So That may have nothing to do with it, but it seems like it, so I'm gonna talk about it. For this game, Aloise is gonna take the left back. Selena, again, I'm trying to have that 6'5" monster. Again, his passing not as good. Obviously still a work in progress and all that kind of stuff. So just put him on central defend. He's got good pace and acceleration to hopefully... I might actually put him on cover. Yeah? I mean, it takes away some of the heading, doesn't it? Because I know that they're going to have their inside forwards or inverted wingers or whatever it is. It doesn't really matter which one it is. I think we'll put Gila on cover just to see if that helps us out. It's always good to make changes right before the biggest match of the season. Yeah. All right, here we go. We've won our last 5 games. That's a nice little form thing. Oh, wait, it's Man City. Now, they've drawn their last 3. Sterling, they've got Christian Pulisic. They've got Christian Pulisic and Erling Haaland. Come on, mate. I mean, really? Okay, let's just take a look here. Okay, because Christian here is right-footed. So we're going to put him on his weaker foot. Sterling is right-footed. I mean, it's not that he's bad, no, is it? But we'll still try and put him on his weaker foot. But that's a problem because we can't force them outside because one of them, that's a good thing, right? If we force Sterling outside, he's going to do his thing. They're playing a 4-3-3 against us at our place. Why? Oh, gosh, look how good that guy is. I mean, just... Okay, this is a rotational striker. He has 10 substitute appearances and 1 start in the Premier League. And 2 substitute appearances in the Champions League. That's a substitute player for them. Like, shut up. You know, like, just, I mean, is this their starting goalkeeper? No, so they've given us a rotational goalkeeper. Oh, you're saying there's a chance. Yes, and someone recently pointed out in the comments, yeah, there's is this Shaq's brother? And I did look. He is Dutch, but he's, I think I scouted him at one point. He's not, they're not related. He's quite good, though. He's either footed. What about this guy? Calafiore? Yeah, good for him. Put him on his opposite foot, too. I'm sure all this tweaking is going to help. We should just go to the Top Boss game, shouldn't we? Oh, sound. Oh, dear. I kind of look at this as this is a win-win game, to be completely honest with you. We either somehow get to the cash money of the knockout round of the Champions League, or who's that to, mate? Seriously. Or we make it to the Europa League. So, like, we'd like to win or draw the game just because, like, we can get that money, like 900 grand or 2.7 million for the draw or the win. I'm honestly a little torn. Like, I kind of feel like we stand a better chance at the Europa League than we do in the first knockout round of the Champions League. Like, that just seems like something that's going to be, we're going to play a 2-legged tie and be out, you know, like, because those teams are going to be Man City-esque teams that aren't playing a rotational striker and goalkeeper, right? So it's almost better to not, but, you know, the money is good. And I mean, this is kind of what I expected, my friends. But we're going to give it like, I figure we might as well test ourselves, right? Can we even see him as he's coming in here? That's on Pulisic's, you know, we're forcing him theoretically. But he used his right foot, I think. So no, that didn't really work. That strategy did not work there. The crowd noise is annoying. I don't think the crowd would be that would really see that many Man City fans going to, you know, take a visit to Otto Den Haag, Cars Jean Stadion, when they've definitely won, you know, the group. It's like, it's kind of no need. Cassoni takes it all the way and then for some reason decides to try and go it alone. Mate, what you doing? Uh-oh. Pulled groin. That's not what you want to see. So let's bring on Carlos Martinez. That's unfortunate. Panya has been... He hasn't hit his second half of last season form yet, but he has been good. And I mean, it's a tap in. Yeah. Well, you know, Oh, Gonzalez is on a 6.2 and a yellow. I'm not even. Let's just. What else should we have done? You know, like, should we have played 5 at the back? Just a flat back 5. Gonzalez is on a 6.1. I'll probably take him off, to be honest with you. Oh, I'm just gonna take a deep breath. Yeah, it's going super duper well. Yeah, do this, Sterling, all you want. I mean, we're not coming back from a 3-0, so I won't do. Well, we only have 2 subs left, so I'll just take Gonzalez off, I guess. There's no need, right? Like, if he's gonna play poorly, we might as well sub on Nielsen? I don't know. Or maybe we take out Luis and put him on the right, take Selena, make him the wing back or the fullback, and then bring on Lucas Cris just to give him a run out in the Champions League. Yeah, Gonzalez is having not the game of his life, some would argue. What was that notification? I love when it gives you a notification right before the half and then you can't see it. You were awful out there. They all agree. That's good. At least we have some pride, you know? I think we'll do that. Yeah, we might as well give Selena a chance to learn that role. This isn't working. Or I'm sure that's the problem. Yeah, playing cover versus defend. That's really what's caused all of our problems, for sure. Balanced? I hate when this happens. When you, like, you know, you're hoping to keep it kind of close. And maybe we should have done the 4-3-3 because we got a 1-0 the last time. Demand more? Yeah. Barak's already exhausted. I'm just going to take him off. Like, there's no need to risk him, I think. And we'll give Stassen a run out as the Shadow Striker. Off you go. And it's hard because, like, you look at the ratings, you're like, oh, that looks, you know, Armel's on a 6.2 now. It was a 6.3 when I first started saying that phrase, but it's like, well, you're playing Man City, you know. We got 8 shots off, though, 4 on target. They've just had 3 clear-cut chances and hit the woodwork once. So, you know, oh, now Armel's injured. What's he got? What's going on, Armel? It's at the end of the game. Doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, this looks hopeful. You know, consolation? No, never mind. Why get hopeful? I can't believe that their backup striker is on, like, whatever that was, 300 something grand, and, like, he's an absolute worldie. I mean, I can believe that. It's Man City, but, like, come on, it's like this is just ridiculous. Oh. Yeah, that's the feeling. Oh, I didn't know Ernesto Valverde. Oh, there you go, Jean-Philippe. Show him why you're in the squad, son. Good tackle. I don't care that's in the last minute of the game and we're getting smashed. So now the question is, do we play Dominic Bender against NEC? I think we do. I think we say, Nakimi, you played a 6.4, mate. Now, against Man City. Oh, stick with. Okay. It's a cut hand, man. Like, just bleed all over him and make him uncomfortable. But I kind of go... The other side of me goes with NEC, it's like, we cannot afford to drop any points. And, like, that would be a classic... Now show me the highlight for the... That's good. That makes sense. I'm still going to say I'm far from pleased, but, like... You know... And I didn't really pay attention to the other games. No comment. Cool. What happened? I'm sure there was somebody that saw something pop up, or maybe you didn't because there was no score. So we're into the next round, my friends. That seems worse. That seems worse. And Selena gave him 25 grand bonus if we made the first second run. I was like, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Au contraire, my friends. But I guess my thought here is, do we just play all the starters again 4 days later and then rest everybody and rotate here? Even if that's with a backup goalkeeper that hasn't played? I kind of think yes, because, I mean, yeah, they want us to reach the semifinal, but like if we win the league, they won't care. Right? Like that's kind of the point. And this seems like a classic banana peel game where you're coming off of the Champions League, apparently getting to the next stage, and you've got a cup game coming up that you go, oh hey, I'm playing 18th, I'll rotate a little bit. Well, we drew with them 1-1 earlier in the season. So I do think we're going to play majority starters. Like if we got anybody that's got like some significant injury, we won't play them, but that's kind of my thinking. And then we'll heavily rotate against top Austin. If we get knocked out, I'll just point to the Champions League first knockout round and the league table with the board. Is that what you would do? Well, we didn't rotate, and everyone fell apart physically, and we drew 0-0 because we couldn't break down a 4-4-1-1. Maybe it was that I didn't wear this when I was playing it. But we'll recover because we get the first knockout round draw. Again, I'm really curious what your thoughts are, and I would appreciate if you'd pause and leave a comment. Is this a good thing or a not good thing? Like, I kind of feel like dropping to the Europa League would have been theoretically better because it's weaker opposition. Now, I guess you could just as easily have gotten like an RB Leipzig or, you know, some other really good team from a tough group as your first, you know, tie in the Europa League versus like, you know, one of the third place teams that really deserves to be a third place team like us. So I mean, we're gonna get one round of money is what I'm anticipating here. I mean, we could make a run. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to be realistic. I just think it would have been better if you go to the Europa League and you have a higher percentage chance of playing a lesser continental team and making a little bit of a run. That might be better from a financial impact and potentially like going on to try and win something, right? Not that I think we're going to win the Europa League, not quite just yet. However, the other argument is if we play whoever we get here, and we'll find out in just a second, and it's a tough two-legged tie, and then we're out, then we don't have to worry about fixture congestion the rest of the way, aside from potentially the Dutch Cup. So I don't know. I'm just kind of... So it looks like seeded teams. Atletico Madrid, now move out of the way. Inter, it's Lille. Yeah, it's Lille. Yeah. I always get that and Lyon mixed up. Real Madrid, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, and Tottenham. Look at that. 4 English teams, 2 Spanish teams, an Italian team, and a French team. And then joining us, Ajax makes it to the next round. Club Brugge, Hertha, Benfica, Bayern, Man United, and Juve. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? Enter. So there's your draw. Enjoy. Let's see. Inter currently 5th in Serie A. Antonio Conte still there. Won the league last season. Or no. They came in 2nd last season. They won the league the year before. How far off the pace are they? 4 points. It's tough sledding up there. So, you know. He's got 19 months, people. Like, relax. We'll offer him a contract, okay? Like, everyone chill out. All right, my friends. I started recording a little bit early, so you can hear the garage door. Steinman has had a cold. Poor lad. But we're going to make him run out. It's just a cold, mate. As you can see, we've done a pretty heavy rotation, as in, like, pretty much every position, almost. Stassen up top. Horst, I just love that name. Horst? I mean, just goodness me. Ratier, I know I got a comment recently that said, you know, man, I really wish he'd played him more. He just hasn't been the same since he broke his leg, but that's also, you know, I could see that as a fair comment. So we'll mix him in here at the second half of the season a little bit. He's excited about our opportunity to win a trophy this season in the league. So, he's doing all right. We had some offers. We've said no. Martinez on the right, Steinman and Hans in the middle. I need Hans to get his form back. He's kind of just been okay this season on the 6.95. I mean, it's not like he's terrible, right? Olivier, Lucas Gries, I don't know. Nielsen, Alois, and then Dominic Bender, my friends, is going to make his debut of the season, not for the club, but for the season. And then Alois out on the right to rest Gonzalez. We've also called up Aaron Zimmerman, who is a right back that has come through our academy and looks to be a tasty nugget. I'd love to get him into this game as a right back to kind of give him his debut. Like, hey, mate, how you doing? Or is it his debut? Hold on. I feel like I might have called him up last season. I may have called him up, but we didn't use him. So that's exactly what I thought happened. And then Andrew Pittman, Southampton's manager, has asked me 4 times now why I'm not playing him. And I was like, he hasn't trained good enough, because at one point his training was like a 6.8. And then it wasn't like, he's not good enough. And they were like, oh, okay. And I was like, you can recall him. Please recall him. And they're like, yeah, we'll do that. So we'll see if they actually do it. Sometimes you take a gamble. Again, I'm not saying he's terrible. He's just not. It was really, we're paying $6 or $7 grand, whatever, 6.75 a week to scout him. Which was probably a poor investment, but it saves us from having to pay for a scout, so they can go look for wonder kids elsewhere. I made sure that they're completely focused. Garage door. People who are new to the channel are like, what is happening? There's a thing. It's a whole thing. Go to the Discord. Join the community Discord. It's fantastic. You'll find out. And just go in there and go, first question, what is it with the garage door? And you'll get the appropriate response. We'll go do our jobs now. Yeah, sure we will. After we turn on the sound. That's part of it. That's part of doing our jobs, having sound. I'm just playing positive because this is a squad that hasn't played a lot together. I don't want to get over aggressive with the attacking. Let's just play positive like we normally do, and not open ourselves up to counterattacks like this one on a regular basis. I know it's risky to rotate all these players, but Carlos says, I got it. Slots it home, side netting. Thank you, Carlos. Get in, son. 6th goal this season. As soon as the window opens, we're going to ask to loan him for next season. Like until the end of next season. He has been so good. We can't afford him. He's worth $11 million right now, and they've extended his contract. He must have had, I either misread his contract or they had a 2-year automatic extension, because I thought he had, when we first signed him in the summer, he had a 2-year deal, or 2 years left on his deal, and now it's like 2027 if I'm remembering correctly, and now it's to 2029 because I looked. So, and it wasn't like he signed a new contract. It's the same contract date. So I've got to think they just had an automatic extension of 2 years, and they went, boop, let's go ahead and activate that. But, a man can dream, right? Maybe they'll agree to loan him again. I'm thinking they're going to be like, oh, look at that. Horst bringing that down? Whoa, Nelly, Horst. It's a horse joke. Jokes are always better when you have to make sure the audience gets them by explaining it. Oh, goodness. It's just, but maybe they'll say, you know what? Yeah, we'll loan him for another season, because that's still like avoiding having to pay $50 million for a player and get a player of, I just said he's worth 11, but I'm just saying, like, if they're going to sell a guy like that, it's probably 30, 40, 50 million, right? Like, that's just how it goes. Because he doesn't have a clause or anything. So maybe they'll loan him for his wages, and that'll be dreamy. My guess is they're gonna go, oh, he looks pretty good down there, down there in the Netherlands. So let's have him come back. But again, a man can dream, right? That's what it's all about. Steinman, Alois, a little 1-2 action. The defender here, Lelendal, is going, hey, Van de Kust, could you come help out? I'm just running this way, and then they pass it back, and I run this way, and they pass it back. It's like, this guy's just standing there like, I'm ready for you to intercept the ball and pass it to me. It's like, well, could you come help? Goodness me. That was hilarious. Oh, Steinman. But it's cleared. Chris gets it. Olivier. Hans. Rotier. Steinman. Oh, plays the forward. Carlos. Upping his value. Nope. It's no longer worth 11 million. It's 10.99. Cleared away. Nielsen. That was a whole lot of nothing, my friends. Interesting times. Steinman's like, I've got a cold, I don't feel good. But he bounced back, and get him a juice box. I know you're capable of even better. I'm very happy with your defensive work. You weren't that bad. I'm not happy with your finishing, Stassen. How about that? How about that? We got standard Stassen. Stassen hasn't really worked out. Yeah, I mean, he's a good, like, you know. Now, with Carlos here, third string option. Kinda. And I like his versatility, but it's probably my fault for not having played him as much, so maybe that's part of it. He just hasn't developed as well. So he's a good, you know, I can play anywhere in the attacking third, literally. Oh, he lays it off unselfish, but unselfish in a way that didn't work out because it was kind of behind the man he was trying to be unselfish to. But you love to see that. Unless it turns into a counter-attacking goal for Vandekust or somebody else. Oh, Dominic Bender's like, yeah, 7.1, get in. I am gonna demand more. Come on, boys. Like, we can do better than this. We can do better. I believe in you. Anything? I mean, a 2-0's fine, I guess, you know? Oh, let's see what happens in the highlights. Man, it's been a minute since I've done that. Paused right on the edge of the highlight. Carlos says, I'm upping my value. We're going to take Alois off, and we're actually going to bring on Zimmerman. Yes. Yes, we are. No. No. We're going to do this. And we're going to bring... No, we're going to get rid of Pittman. Or they're going to recall him, so... For a half second, I felt guilty. And I'm like, why do I feel guilty? That's not my player. You loaned him here. It's not my fault. Is there anybody else we really want to bring in? I guess Diaz. Diaz hasn't gotten as much game time. After that, not really. Yeah, I think those are literally our 2 changes. And everyone else could just keep on keeping on. In my opinion. We don't need to watch that highlight. I'll give him a little praise, since I just demanded more. Oh! That happened fast. Oh, his value's back down to a 10.99. Apparently there was a push on the quarter, and I didn't get to choose who the penalty taker was going to be. He's still on an 8.2. He missed the penalties on an 8.2. He was like, fine. It's fine. Yeah, we'll bring on Panya just so we don't wreck Martinez. Oh, Lucas, mate. I mean, he was marked, but, like, you're taller than all of them and jumped, and if you can hit the post, you can hit the back of the net, okay? Again, we get to see some of the people we don't get to see a lot of. Yep, felt confident. It was worth the admission fee for Horst's goal. Any upsets? No. Let's also... Why did this screen pop up again? Anybody? I definitely clicked continue. It disappeared. We all saw that, right? I'm not a crazy person. We all saw that. Look at NAC Breda. I just want to give a shout out to NAC Breda. I mean, look at they've been building. They got relegated twice. Okay. In the save, they got relegated once. They bounced back. 10th, a little bit of a drop off to 14th. They survived. They're building a team up to 9th, up to 7th, currently in 4th. That's impressive. I mean, to be fair, right? They got Ajax on their heels, and they could drop down, but like halfway through the season, is that what it is? Yes, halfway through the season for them. To be fair, okay, Utrecht has a game in hand and could hop them. They're at minimum, they're in 5th. That's pretty impressive, if you ask me. Which you didn't, but I told you. My friends, next time you see us, every time. When's the draw? When's the draw? It's tomorrow. Let's go do the draw. All right, it's time for the draw. We have 2 games within like 4 days, right before the winter break. I'm like jamming them all in. It's fantastic. Let's just go ahead and draw the team. Oh, Undercovered. AZ. Why is it got to be AZ? Come on, man. Oh. So it kind of depends on the prepare yourselves, my friends, for a long episode next time. I don't think we're going to have a ton of transfer movement. We only have like 8 million in the budget, but I do want to show you Ajax and AZ. Like that seems like we must do that. And then there's another AZ game. Here. I think this is the next episode. And then maybe the Champions League, depending on when the 4th round, if we make it past AZ, is. But again, we got, it's 6 million in the transfer budget. Now we could drop the wage budget a little bit. I'm trying to sell Kishna for like 2.5 million. No one can afford him, so he's probably going to leave on a free at the end of the season. We did sell Van Breukelen. He's going to Utrecht for 275. Woo! So we don't have like a lot of assets necessarily to like sell off, if that makes sense. But I might give you an update on some of our loanees in terms of looking at some of their performances and all that kind of stuff. We could sell Juan Camilo Castillo sell-on clause, 2 million. Okay, so you'd have to sell for 2.5, right? For 25% to get to about 522. What's he worth? 3.3. We are not going to sell that clause yet. I do think they'll sell him eventually. Maybe. Someday. So it's not like we have a bunch of money that we can just go, bring in. We have signed this guy for 1.9 million. That's why it was 8 million. I'll take a look at him next time. Just a little teaser there. You can pause if you want to go back and sneak peek look at it. But my friends, halfway through the season, what do you think thus far? We're going to play Dordrecht and Bocholt for friendlies, to kind of give us a little bit easier friendlies coming out of the January window. And then we'll be back for Ajax, AZ, and any kind of transfer scenarios that we've got. Hit that like button. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Seriously, thank you for watching. I'm having a lot of fun. Yeah, sure am.